Like I was told when I was younger how strange it was that I, quote, acted like one of the guys. And I give big bunny air quotes for that because of my directness in these ways. And it would confuse people because they're like, oh, but you're a puffball of hair and boobs. We were not expecting this.
The socialization, by definition, the socialization does not come inbred.
No.
And I don't know if you two have experienced this, but I think it can go either way. But sometimes, in the same way that a lot of the sexist socialization just didn't take on me, some of the most genuinely non-sexist men I have ever met are people who are profoundly autistic because the misogynist socialization didn't take, because a lot of the socialization didn't take. I think it can very much go either way.
Yes. I was going to say that in some ways it's almost like when people are just like, oh, I was immune to peer pressure because I'm autistic.
Yes.
Like, it's kind of like, if it doesn't make sense in my internal schema, I'm not going to do it. If it makes sense in my internal schema, like, I will consider it and then I will perhaps comply with it. But if there's like a social rule that I like, obviously I'm not going to bring harm to people. But if something doesn't make sense, I'm not going to do it.
And sometimes the reasons for a good enough reason to do something that seems stupid is because other people really would like you to, and it makes them uncomfortable if you don't.
Yes.
For me, that's fun. And I'm lucky that that's always been the case for me. But there has to be that explanation.
Pretty much.
I had a coat years ago. I had a coat that I wore for many years, and the sleeves started falling off. And it was still perfectly warm, so I didn't care. But as I moved through the world, acquaintances and friends, every single one of them was like, your sleeve is falling off your coat. And then I'd see them the next time and they're like, your sleeve is still falling off your coat. And then finally I was like, is this just going to bother people until they fix the sleeve? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I guess, rather if my choice is constant sleeve rhetoric or fixing the sleeve, it's a pretty clear decision.
That's the best metaphor for it. Constant sleeve rhetoric. Because there are certain things that I refuse to change. Like even on the last podcast that I did, I got comments constantly.